What if you get a big blizzard and it covers it?
Snow is wonderful. This was years ago. I read it. It was in Saskatchewan or British Columbia, where they were a pretty big operation, and they just buried them in snow. They had a lot of snow, and so they just buried them. And the other thing is, you may move them together. Sarah tried it last year. She thought it worked. And they have a lot of those big crates and bins. And so she made a barrier around them on three sides. And she moved a bunch of them together. And she thought that helped. Plus she wrapped it. Okay?
Now, Bob, I got an unheated barn, and I was going to move them inside that barn. Not a good idea? You'd rather have them outside?
No, that's fine. You know, in the good old days, I know a person that had like a dozen or better, and they'd load them up and carry them and put them in their house basement. Yeah. And there, the trick was don't have any light, because if there's any light, the bees will fly towards that light and they won't be able to get back home. Now, in your barn, if you put them in there, I would just make sure, if possible, that there is some way that they could get out if it warmed up or something, you know. Otherwise, you put them in there, and I'm sure that when it gets warm, they'll fly out and they'll fly against the windows. And I never heard the results, but there was a guy over by Cannon Falls, Minnesota, that there was a monastery or something, I think, that had a root cellar, or a storage cellar with concrete, and he was going to move them all in there, and he would have like 30, 40. There's a guy down by Rokem that has done it now a couple of times, and he has some kind of a cave type thing, and he claims that it works, but again, you need to, it's a good idea, but again, in the case of these cave type things, you don't dare have any light. And of course, if you're going to check them, then if you do have light source, use red. Bees can't see red, and so you can go in but they seem to like to do their thing the way they want to do it, and it's kind of best if you can kind of work with them. You know, and I'm not saying don't do it, but just that if they have a way in and out so they can find back, that's it. I think.
It sounds like it's better to have a sheltered area outside, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
And a nice shelter is bales of hay or straw. You know, if you have like two hives, put them close together and build a straw bale bank on three sides. And wind protection. Okay.
Well, if you do that, don't you invite more mice?
Yeah, but you got your mic. No, yeah, I know.
I'm gonna use round bales and put it on three sides, but I'm just thinking
Some
about them.
people have done it where they have like the plastic thing. They have bigger ones, and then they pack straw or hay all around the hive inside of that, and that. 1,000 years ago, I knew a guy that would put 3 or 4 of them together and then build something around it and pack that, or even each hive individually would have that. And a windbreak, I think, is